The most painful distance isn't being worlds apart, it's standing right next to each other, cheek to cheek, yet only being able to fake a smile. Trapped in a photo booth, Star demands to know why they can't take a genuine best friend photo anymore. The machine locks them in. But it's not magic keeping them prisoner, it's their own denial. This was before you told me you had a crush on me. When Marco finally breaks the silence, their carefully built facade of just being normal completely shatters. Pretending things haven't changed is the ultimate torture. That final explosive kiss wasn't cheap fan service. It was the only real currency that could unlock the booth of truth. The ultimate irony? Once they are free, the owner admits, the booth isn't even magic. After all, they were never trapped by a magical spell. They were trapped by the lie of trying to stay just friends when their hearts had already moved on. The most terrifying tragedy isn't the war itself, it's when the conflict ends, but your mind is permanently left on the battlefield. In this haunting encounter, Moon runs into Mina, the last remaining Solarian super soldier, who is hiding in the ruins, poisoning fruit to wipe out monsters. While Moon has happily left her crown and magic behind, Mina is stuck in a loop of generational trauma. She clings to the statue of Solaria, begging to restart a dark military program that destroyed her own humanity. It's a masterful marketing-style look into radicalization. When your entire identity is forged in hatred, peace feels like an existential threat. Moon tries to offer a way out, gently telling her, "You can be more than what you were made for," but Mina snaps. She declares she will always be a soldier because a machine built for slaughter doesn't know how to exist without an enemy. She proudly brags about outlasting her comrades, oblivious to the fact that she's just a broken, abandoned weapon of a bygone era. This scene cuts deep because it shows the heavy psychological price of systemic brainwashing. Mina didn't choose to be a monster. She was hollowed out by an empire that weaponized her loyalty. It teaches us that the hardest chains to break are the ones forged inside our own minds in the name of duty. Have you ever experienced the crushing weight of systemic prejudice, where no matter how kind your heart is, society looks at your skin, your race, or your background and decides you are a monster who doesn't deserve to exist? That is the tragic reality of Globgor. In this intense scene, he is paraded before a hostile crowd in handcuffs. The High Commission uses weaponized fear-mongering, treating his monster identity as an automatic death sentence. They demand he be crystallized alive. But the deep irony is that Globgor has never harmed a single person. Behind the scary exterior, he is a deeply devoted husband and a profoundly gentle, loving father. Because of blind racial hatred, this family was torn apart, denying a father the right to see his child grow up for hundreds of years. The emotional peak hits when Globgor, facing his oppressors, offers to step back into his icy prison willingly, begging, "Put me back, just let my family go." It completely shatters the political narrative. He is a dad, just like anyone else, trapped in a cage built by society's ignorance. This episode delivers a powerful critique of discrimination. It teaches us that true monstrosity isn't determined by your race or your physical features. The real monsters are those who use prejudice to hollow out their own empathy, tearing apart innocent families just to satisfy their own fear of the different. When you discover an uncontrollable power waking up inside you and the environment around you only breeds anxiety, what do? In this deep moment, Star is drowning in fear because her ultimate butterfly form is glitching during the night. Terrified of being treated as abnormal, she resorts to a heartbreaking solution, literally chaining herself to her bed. She is trying to physically lock down her own instincts, choosing a cage of safety over the chaos of her own growth. But when she turns to Eclipsa, the one person who knows what it's like to be labeled dangerous, she receives the ultimate paradigm shift. Eclipsa doesn't look at her with concern or fear. Instead, she asks a beautifully radical question: do you need to stop it? This is the soul of the entire episode. Eclipsa reminds Star that these late-night transformations weren't nightmares. They were the most amazing, liberating dreams she ever had. Her advice is simple yet revolutionary. Stop running from the chaos, embrace it, and see where it takes you. Because all knowledge is good knowledge, and you should never suppress your own potential just to fit into a world that is terrified of how powerful you can be.